Today we're continuing to read The Pilgrim's Progress. After this, they had them into a place where it did hang up a golden anchor. So they bid Christiana take it down, for, said they, you shall have it with you, for it is of absolute necessity that you should, that you may lay hold of that within the veil, and stand steadfast, in case you should meet with turbulent weather. So they were glad thereof. Then they took them, and had them to the mount upon which Abraham our father had offered up Isaac his son, and showed them the altar, the wood, the fire, and the knife, for they remain to be seen to this very day. When they had seen it, they held up their hands, and blessed themselves, and said, Oh, what a man for love to his master, and for denial to himself was Abraham. After they had showed them all these things, Prudence took them into the dining room, where stood a pair of excellent virginals. So she played upon them, and turned what she had showed them into this excellent song, saying, Eve's apple we have showed you, of that be you aware. You have seen Jacob's ladder too, upon which angels are. An anchor you received have, but let not these suffice, until with Aram you have gave your best a sacrifice. Now about this time one knocked at the door. So the porter opened, and behold, Mr. Greatheart was there. But when he was come in, what joy was there! For he came now fresh again into their minds, how, but a while ago, he had slain old grim bloody man. Grim bloody man, the giant, and had delivered them from the lions. Then said Mr. Greatheart to Christiana into mercy, My lord, has sent each of you a bottle of wine, and also some parched corn, together with a couple of pomegranates. He has also sent the boys some figs and raisins to refresh you in your way. Then they addressed themselves to their journey, and Prudence and Piety went along with them. When they came at the gate, Christiana asked the porter if anyone of late went by. He said no, only one some time since, who also told me that, of late, there had been a great robbery committed on the king's highway as you go, but he saith the thieves are taken, and will shortly be tried for their lives. Then Christiana and Mercy were afraid, but Matthew said, Mother, fear nothing as long as Mr. Greatheart is to go with us, and to be our conductor. Then said Christiana to the porter, Sir, I am much obliged to you for all the kindnesses that you have shown me since I came hither, and also for that you have been so loving and kind to my children. I know not how to gratify your kindness. Wherefore, pray, as a token of my respects to you, accept of this small mite. So she put a gold angel in his hand, and he made her a low obeisance. A low obeisance. and said, Let thy garments be always white, and let thy head want no ointment. Let mercy live and not die, and let not her works be few. And to the boys he said, Do you flee youthful passions, and follow after godliness with them that are grave and wise? So shall you put gladness into your mother's heart, and obtain praise of all that are sober-minded. So they thanked the porter and departed. Now I saw in my dream that they went forward until they were come to the brow of the hill, where Piety, bethinking herself, cried out, Alas, I have forgot what I intended to bestow upon Christiana and her companions. I will go back and fetch it. So she ran and fetched it. While she was gone, Christiana thought she heard, in a grove a little way off, on the right hand, a most curious, melodious note, with words much like these. Though all my life thy favor is, Crushing through all my life, thy favor is so frankly showed to me, that in thy house for evermore my dwelling place shall be. And listening still, she thought she heard another answer it, saying, For why? The Lord our God is good, his mercy is for ever sure, his truth at all times firmly stood, and shall from age to age endure. So Christiana asked Prudence what it was that made those curious notes. They are, said she, our country birds. They sing these notes but seldom, except it be at the spring, when the flowers appear and the sun shines. Warm, and then you may hear them all day long. I often, says she, go out to hear them, but we also ofttimes keep them tame in our house. They are very fine company for us when we are melancholy. Also they make the woods and groves and solitary places desirable to be in. By this time Piety was come again, so she said to Christiana, Look here, I have brought thee a plan of all those things that thou hast seen at our house, upon which thou mayest look when thou findest thyself forgetful, and call those things again to remembrance for thy teaching and comfort. Chapter 6. The Valley of Humiliation. Now they began to go down the hill into the Valley of Humiliation. It was a steep hill, and the way was slippery. But they were very careful, so they got down pretty well. When they were down in the valley, Piety said to Christiana, This is the place where Christian, your husband, met with the foul fiend, Apollyon, and where they had that dreadful fight that they had. I know you cannot but have heard thereof. But be of good courage, as long as you have here Mr. Greatheart to be your guide and conductor, we hope you will fare the better. So when these two had given the pilgrims unto the care of their guide, he went forward, and they went after. Then said Mr. Greatheart, We need not be so afraid of this valley, for here is nothing to hurt us, unless we procure it to ourselves. It is true that Christian did here meet with Apollyon, with whom he had also a sore combat, but that fray was the fruit of those slips that he got in his going down the hill. For they that get slips there must look for combats here, and hence it is that this valley has got so hard a name. For the common people, when they hear that some frightful thing has befallen such a one in such a place, are of an opinion that that place is haunted with some foul fiend or evil spirit, then alas, it is for the fruit of their doing that such things do befall them there. This valley of humiliation is of itself as fruitful a place as any the crow flies over, and I am persuaded if we could hit upon it, we might find, somewhere hereabouts, something that might give us an account why Christian so hardly beset in this place. And that's been the reading for today. Have a good day.